Welcome back. It's two white guys talking podcast stuff.
Yep.
Just what we needed.
Another one.
Yeah, another one.
What's this podcast called, though?
You got me. Eventually I'll learn it.
Yeah, it's okay. Electric Start.
That's one of my favorites. That's what it's called.
There it is.
Yeah. We're good. We watched Tommy Boy.
We did.
Just now.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. That's one of my favorites, actually. Did you know that? Did you know that's one of my favorites? You should say something. It's a podcast. He's thinking. This is why you should watch the video podcast. You can see him think.
Yeah. The smoke is billowing out of my
If we had like
right
the
now.
4D smell-o-vision, you could hear like that, or you could smell that like burning smell.
Right. SpongeBob guy? No?
Yeah.
The Patrick thing?
Yes.
Where he's got it? Yeah.
Yes,
right.
the milk.
Right.
The inner workings of my mind are an enigma. Great stuff.
We watched Tommy Boy.
We did watch Tommy Boy, and if you're a new listener, which is unlikely.
We've got all the
Hi
ones.
Mom, hi Dad.
Right.
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite movies, and Matt hasn't seen it yet.
Premise of the podcast, episode 5, baby.
Yes.
Woo.
Well, it's the kind of thing, like if you're calling a sports game, you want to time and score.
Right.
What if somebody just flipped it on? You don't know. You don't know.
His name's Josh. I'm Matt.
It is.
Time and score.
Last I checked. Yes.
Tommy Boy movie podcast, covered everything. What else?
I think we can just start talking about it.
Sure. Can I ask real quick?
Yeah.
All the movies you pick are from 1995 specifically.
Not all.
I think 3 out of the 5.
Well,
not counting Mission Impossible. That might be 95.
I know Crimson
too.
Tide was a 95.
Yeah, I remember that, and I'm pretty
What else
sure.
have we done? Clueless wasn't 95, but it was 90s.
But it was like 96, 97.
I like the 90s.
I know you.
90s are a good
I'm
good
pretty sure
decade for
Birdcage
movies.
was 95, 96.
Birdcage I thought was late 90s. I'll double check on
Pretty
that.
sure
though.
it's 1995.
I'll just
doing
pull
my-
that up real quick.
My Googles.
The Birdcage. 1996.
1996.
Ooh.
My
But
bad.
then honestly, and I mean, it's the kind of thing. It depends who you ask. Like William Goldman, who's written some great stuff about movies, he will tell you, or he wrote for Premiere Magazine in the 90s about movies, about like movies that were coming out. And then like I got the book of like all the different articles he wrote. So it's great, like little time capsule of like, what were people thinking about these movies as they came out? And he was like, movies suck right now. Movies were better when I was writing them. And it's like, okay, William Goldman, sure. But I don't know. There's just a lot of great stuff going on in the 90s. And this is just one of them. Like it's the kind of thing, this could have just been a shitty throwaway comedy, but it just does the little things so well. Like we were talking about, like some of the stuff going on here, like direction wise, like camera movement wise, it's way too slick for like what this could be. Like it's a buddy comedy, and it's like they could have mailed it in, they could have phoned it in, but they didn't. Like I don't know, and like it just nails the drama, the emotional piece, which like without that, this is a forgettable comedy.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, like it's one of those things, like you care about the factory,
Right.
like I have it for like best scene, like that factory tour, like right at the beginning, where you're just like, oh my god, these guys rock. Like these factory workers rock. They love Tommy.
They do love
They're
Tommy.
like, welcome back, Tom.
Right.
What's up, dude? But yeah, it's just good things. Love this movie.
Good things, Mazel.
Do we want to get into good things, I guess?
Sure.
Or actually, I should ask you, what did you think?
Overall,
you like it?
yeah, no, I liked it. I thought, I've seen, we were talking about this watching the movie, so a little behind the scenes for your parents. I was going to say the listeners, but.
It's just my parents.
I mean, my dad, too, depending on the episode.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, I said during the movie, my first movie with Chris Farley. I've seen other.
He wasn't in a ton of movies. Like I can only think of 2 other movies. We talked a little bit on the way to pick up some food about Black Sheep. I told you a little bit about Black Sheep, and then the other one that I can think of is Beverly Hills Ninja, which I've never seen. And then he has like a brief cameo in Wayne's World, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Also haven't
and that
seen
I think was like, I don't know. You haven't seen Wayne's World?
No.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I've told you, you've asked me about that.
I definitely have, because I watched Wayne's World a couple weeks ago, and I was like,
Yeah, I definitely got that text. Whether I answered is 50-50.
That is iffy. That is 50-50. Yes.
Yeah, so hadn't seen a Chris Farley movie. Knew kind of what I was getting into because I've seen some old SNL and stuff like that.
Oh, Van Down by the River. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Sorry, I totally like.
Have you seen the one where he's on like a Japanese game show? Have you seen that one? It's like Mike Myers is like the host of a Japanese game show.
I somewhat know what you're talking about, but I couldn't quote it. Like I couldn't pick it out. But like it sounds
that's
familiar.
like sneaky one of not I won't say like one of my favorites, but that's like an underrated one. That's like if you're talking like old SNL, there's like ones like Van Down by the River, like, but that's a good one. I love that one.
I got a fever, like that.
Yeah. There's another good one. I want to say Heather Locklear is on it, and it's Mike Myers, and it's like it's called Amazing Time Savers, and it's like it's almost scrubbed from YouTube. Like you have to like really dig for it because like it's and you'll see why. But basically it's like I think Mike Myers is there demoing like a pasta maker where it's just like you throw in flour and water and it does all the work and it's great and it shits out the pasta and it's awesome. It's an amazing time saver. And Heather Locklear's like, this is great. And this isn't a lie. This is a great product. This isn't a lie like the Holocaust. And then all the phones start going crazy. And then Mike Myers is like, what? What?
Right.
God. And she just starts denying the Holocaust. It's like, it's just a great bit, but it's just been scrubbed from YouTube. Like you cannot, like you have to like go through like, you have to like find it on Reddit and then it takes you to a weird website and then you can watch it in like 480p.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's so funny.
Okay. So that was describing sketch comedy.
That was
brought to you by SNL's YouTube channel.
Yes. I could describe more SNL sketches if you'd like.
Let's make that a separate episode.
Okay. That is one of my favorite things to do. I do love describing a sketch to somebody. Okay. It's great stuff. Yeah.
Be like, okay. So now imagine this.
It takes me back to 3rd grade. Like my parents let me watch R-rated movies pretty young. You know, that's like
explains a lot. Not judging.
Yeah.
Explains a lot.
Right.
It's okay.
But so I would like explain.
That guy's rated R. Sorry.
Rated R. Good things. But like at the lunch table, I would explain like comedy shows and rated R movies to my friends. It's great.
But you were the cool kid then.
No, I never was. All right. I guess maybe like I don't know. I was probably somewhat cool in elementary school, like small pond.
Yeah.
Like it was the kind of thing like you knew everybody. Or you at least knew everybody's name in your grade. Like it was that small.
I did too. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like there was like maybe like 2 classes. Like there was a smart class and the
other class.
The Tommy Callahan class.
Reference.
Did you paint chips as a kid?
Why? Live under some power lines. All right, we should get into the actual movies.
Yeah.
This isn't 3 hours long.
Oh, okay. So we were talking when we were going to pick up food before we watched, like I was talking like best road trip movie, but like I haven't seen enough road trip movies to like definitively say like what's the best one. But the 3 that I have here that I like are also probably up there for me are Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and then the 3rd one I couldn't think of, Rain Man.
Rain Man. Okay. I think you've asked me about that one as well.
Yeah.
If I'd seen that.
Definitely Rain Man. It's
a reference I don't get.
That's a good Rain Man impression.
Okay. I believe you.
30 minutes to Wapner.
Sure.
32 toothpicks. So next thing I have here, Tommy's stopping to say, "Hi, how are you?" Like to the ladies when he's running to his final. He's like, "Hi, how are you?" Yeah. You love that. I love that. He just like slows down. He's like little saunter. It's great. It's great. Where's the rate room? Great stuff. I love him just yanking on the locked door. It's like, no, God, no. Great. And then yeah. And then just like the quick look around, like,
right. No one saw that.
All right. Yeah, great. Love that. Most of my notes, and you don't have any notes, but most of my notes are like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
And then I stop taking notes because it's just engrossing.
Yeah.
I have a good amount of quotes and I have a good amount of favorite scenes, but the good things are mostly like the first 30 minutes. Like almost all of my notes except for one are like pre-road trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that like the final exam first question, fill in the blank. Like that's great. I haven't seen a fill in the blank in a while.
I wish.
It's great. That's a Kashuba final. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, and yet the class average was a 60, and we wonder why.
Well, I could tell you exactly
Well,
why.
I could too, but we're not here to talk about
Who
that.
who integrated the American leagues?
Excuse me?
What player integrated the American leagues? First black player in the American League?
In the American... Oh, son of a gun. Was it... No, it wasn't Satchel Paige.
No, he was second.
It's a name I know,
Both for the
too.
Indians.
Yeah, no, I know. I could...
Ironic.
Oh, tell me, because this
Larry
is...
Doby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a...
I'll never forget that. Like as long as I live.
60? It was late.
I don't.
It was
It was after
yeah,
Jackie.
well, it was definitely
But
yeah.
I don't remember what year Jackie Robinson.
48,
48.
something like that.
No, because
that's not true.
Satchel Paige was like also got picked up by Cleveland, and but we should get back to the movie that we're talking about.
47.
47. Okay. Nice.
Was the Jackie?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like when he falls into the table in like the frat house. Like he takes another bong hit and just right into the table. I love that. That's great.
It was the same year. This doesn't matter. July 5th, 1947. Okay, whatever. Sure. All right. Cool. Go
They
for it.
didn't talk about Larry Doby one bit in
They
42.
didn't. I'd be pissed.
You
if-
saw 42, right?
I have seen 42. God, make the Phillies look really bad.
Yeah.
In that movie.
Wow.
Which
Look at their lineup.
honestly, okay.
Their lineup looks
We're
like a
not
frat.
gonna get into this. No, you're not wrong. It looks like the BYU like baseball team. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Not gonna go there.
The Phillies definitely soak. Moving right along. I love that like Tommy is just terrible at lying. Like getting off the plane is like, I called on the phone
Yeah.
earlier.
The Niner, you calling a
it's
walkie talkie?
2-4 Niner. It
was cordless.
It's cordless. Love that. M&M's in the dash.
Yeah.
They have a thin candy shell.
Your brain is a thick.
Love that. It's great stuff. I didn't write them all down, but when he's in the car with Rob Lowe and he's like listing off the things that they could do, and I jotted down livestock auction to cruise the 4-H babes. Have you ever cruised 4-H babes?
No.
Is that no? Not a lot of 4-H babes in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh Jesus! You think I live in Camden?
It's the first thing that popped into mind.
Holy
I don't know.
crap!
Is that even Central Jersey?
It's more north.
Yeah.
It's Hamilton. The city
Hamilton.
I'm close to is Trenton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't seen that. That's
Really?
when Liz is bugging me to watch fucking Hamilton.
Have you not seen Hamilton?
I've seen some of it, and then I was like, "This is lame.
Oh
I don't
my
like this.
God.
I don't like this.
So-
I don't like that my grandparents and parents are enjoying this rap music. I don't like it.
Yeah. So this
Like it's like the reverse of like an old guy like, damn kids, turn off the rap. And it's like, ooh, I don't like that these people like the rap. Like I'm not like a huge rap guy that I'm like, they're fucking my
Right.
shit up. But like,
Is that what you think? Have you seen oh my God, the Ron Swanson listening to Turkey Calls? And
No.
they're like, he's like, is this not rap? It's awesome. And
that.
that's another edition
great.
of explaining sketches.
Love that. Yeah, it's
No,
great.
but,
what?
I think my thing
did
was unplugged.
did it pop out?
Might have.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're back?
There you are.
Okay.
Just a little loose.
Okay.
All right.
No, but,
Put it back in.
I was going to just move on.
yeah, I don't know.
worry about
Move
it.
on.
I still
Yeah.
got Jackie Robinson up on my screen.
Yeah. Salute you, Jackie. On Jackie Robinson Day, we should both wear 42. We should just get some 42 shirts made up.
I'm just, I'm going to piece
think-
of paper and just write 42 on it.
I think Austin Ports had like a Cubs Jackie Robinson jersey, like you know what I mean, like the Jackie Robinson Day
Right.
type jersey. I think he
I didn't
had
know
one of
they
those.
sold those.
Yeah. No, they definitely do. Dude, MLB's not going to pass up an
No,
opportunity to sell
true.
some jerseys. Come on.
Yeah, but like the other, like non-Dodgers 42, I didn't know. I guess
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Like I
though.
think you could buy. Like I think I've seen Orioles ones like on the store.
Sure.
When Tommy's in his office and he's just speaking into the fan.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ooh,
Did that all the
that-
time as a kid. That's awesome.
That's from Star Wars. I love
I
that.
know.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, and then here's the only two notes that I have post road trip starting. When Tommy's peeing on the side of the road and then Richard's like pulling away. I love that. It's great. It's great. Love that.
Don't pee all over my pants.
And then when they're in the like Zelensky's building and they go in this big, listen up, this will just take a second, and then everyone just on the floor
Immediately
slide
slide the
guns.
gun.
Love it. It's great. It's great. That's all I have for good things. Quotes.
Sure.
Right off the top, I'm going to go with the 3 most used, or at least the 2 most used, and then the third one, which at least once, but it feels like they use it more. Son of a. Great. Holy shnikes.
My mom says that, like, non-ironically.
Yeah.
That's, like, just her. I hadn't heard anyone else say it.
Watch yourself. I've fallen down this rabbit hole. Don't talk shit about your mom on the podcast.
1, not talking shit. 2, she's not listening. And my dad's not going to tell her. So, I've fallen down this rabbit hole.
That's going to leave a mark. Nice. Love that. A lot of people go to college for 7 years. I know. They're called doctors.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good. I think your brain has a thick candy shell.
Oh, I spoiled that one.
That's good. Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? When Big Tom is telling Tommy that he asked Beverly to marry him, he was like, "What'd she say?"
Yeah.
Like that. When Tommy meets Paul, brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug. Love that.
Kind of accurate. That was
I know.
weird.
I've said that a lot.
Okay.
Like I said to you before we watched this, it's a very quotable movie.
Yeah.
I've said that a lot.
I'm going to say that in full to each of your friends when I see them.
Yes.
And then just hug them.
Yes.
And then
pick them up.
Yeah.
Just pick them up like that. And then take them cow tipping.
Right.
Yeah.
Could do that here.
We probably could. I've smelled them. There's definitely cows around.
You could find them.
Like, it's not as bad as like when I got out of the car at Shippensburg when I toured there.
Right.
But you can there's a smell.
How many of your friends could I pick up?
You could definitely pick up Jack. Seth and John are about the same size as me, a little shorter.
I thought you said Seth was like big though. No?
No, he's shorter than me. Probably built about the same.
Some friend you said that works out.
That's Connor. Connor's like he used to play outside linebacker at D2.
He used to play outside linebacker.
Well, and he tore his labrum, so he didn't really play. But
Jeez.
he's big. He's like he was the only one that played Jaron played a little bit at LVC, but like scout team kind of. Well, as a freshman, you know.
Sure.
But like he played at the highest level. And nobody played more than a year. A lot of my friends played football in high school. They were trying to get me to play. Yeah.
I think you missed an opportunity.
No, because then like I just would have had to practice and I never would have played. Since like you have to endure the worst part about playing football and then you don't even get to play.
Right.
And like I would have had to play like line.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
yeah.
That's shitty. That would suck.
Backup lineman on your high school team?
Right. Like I would just get the shit beat out of me in practice and then not play. And then just stand on the sideline for a couple hours. It's like I don't need to hang out with my friends another couple extra hours that much.
I'll see you guys after the game. I don't
Right. Yeah. Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid? And then I had this paired with did you live under power lines? Love that. I know you'd love to keep sitting there and being not slim. Love that. I have what doctors call a bit of a weight problem. I used to take bear claws as a kid 2 at a time and they get lodged right in your ear. right in this region. Yeah, it's great. Love that. I could get a hell of a good look at a T-bone steak by shoving my head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. That's great.
That was good.
That's good.
I enjoyed how, tried a couple times. It's growth.
Yep. It's got to be your bowl.
Shove my head up the butcher's ass. Oh, shit.
Love that. Quit playing with your dinghy. That's a good one. Love that. I've said that before.
Nice.
Not in not even anywhere near a boat, but
you don't have to. No.
Yeah. I can actually hear you getting fatter. Love that. Hold on, I'm gonna try it. Tommy likey. Tommy want wingy. It's great. I don't have the mass for that anymore. I can't quite. Yeah. I don't have the
less walks.
Yeah.
Incorporate a soda, and then you could.
You know where the weight room is?
So good. David Spade called it out too. He was like,
"Don't do the weight room thing." Hey, you know where the weight room is? I love the pose. Like this is just great. Love that. More reason to watch the video podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
If Matt does it right.
Probably wouldn't.
50-50.
Right. Like maybe.
Yeah. Did you fix Crimson Tide?
What other quotes did you have?
This is like a bad Twilight Zone. I think I'm growing a tumor.
Growing a tumor. Crazy.
Went a little heavy on the pine tree perfume there.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's actually yeah.
It's actually a cab air freshener.
Yeah.
That's step one.
Now you got to get rid of it or something like that? It was,
yeah.
You identified it, now get rid of it?
You identified it. Step two is washing it out.
Yeah.
I'm Ray Zelinsky, and I make auto parts for the American working man, because that's what I am.
You're freaking the audio-only people out, because they think you died.
Yeah, and they think Dan Aykroyd just popped in here.
That's a crazy way to spell Aykroyd.
How else would you spell Aykroyd?
I don't know, but two Y's and they're not in the same spot. It's just throwing me. Ack. Yeah,
are we saying holy shnikes for best quote? Like, that's the most versatile.
I guess. I
do feel like a lot of people go to college for 7 years. I know they're called doctors. Like, that's, I feel like, one of the more well-known, like, exchanges from this. Like, that's almost what I think of. But then also, you eat a lot of paint chips when you're a kid. I feel like I've said that before. I don't know. Like, I feel like the special edition, I forget which DVD I have that has the special edition of Tommy Boy as like a trailer before the DVD, but it's the Holy Shnikey edition is what they call the special edition DVD. So I feel like that almost has to be best quote. Holy
I don't
shnikey.
think they said it enough.
Okay. What do you like?
I like the doctor thing.
You like the doctor thing? I don't dislike it.
Okay, so here's my
like.
reasoning.
I feel like that's the line, but it's not as quotable though. That's the only thing.
Okay, so Clueless, that was like the as if edition.
As if, yeah.
That makes sense.
As if.
That works.
Yeah.
Holy I don't know. Like
Holy
they said it.
Shnikes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Favorite scene? Did you want to go there next?
Yes, that's what I have up next. Yes. I like just the opening. Tommy's late for school, and then it's old Tommy also late.
Yeah.
I love that. That's just great.
It's a good transition.
Running the glass door.
Right. Runs through the bushes, run into the fence.
It's just great stuff all around. Love it. The factory tour, mentioned that. The factory tour at the beginning, that's just great. Mm-hmm. I love that. Because then you get the son of a. It's just great. You get to meet everybody, just kind of set the table for the movie, what's going on, set the stakes, but in like not in like an exposition dump kind of a way.
Yeah.
Like it just feels very natural. I like that this might be what wins it for me in my eyes. Although honestly, there's just so many great candidates here. But the model car demonstration is like, hey, you're driving along the road, la-di-da, woo. And he goes, Daddy, I gotta go to the bathroom. Not now, damn it.
New guys over there throwing up in the corner.
Here comes the meat wagon. Woo! Guy gets out of the car. Oh my God. Daddy, I can't feel my legs. We're burning alive. It's great. I love it.
Right,
it's one of those things that like I see it coming and I start laughing. It's just great. I love it. The gas station scene where he like fucks up the door.
Yeah, right.
That's great.
I like the cow tipping scene as well.
Yeah,
but that's more like slapstick than it is.
Now, there's like a little fake out there. Did that get you where you were like, oh, what are we doing? Like it's written and shot in a way that's like, oh, what are they looking at? Is it they picking up prostitutes or something?
Right.
Like
that's the idea.
But I know that they're cow tipping, but like if I look at it from like a third person, like it's written that like they're hinting at like, oh, maybe they're picking up some prostitutes.
It didn't like shock me, but that's
Yeah. I was just wondering if the fake out worked on you, because it doesn't work on me anymore because I know what's happening.
Right.
Deer in the car.
Yeah.
It's great stuff. Love the deer in the car.
It's alive.
I think it tried to bite me. Great.
Rip in the car.
Like when they're this is like they're in the car. They're switching the music, and like Tommy likes the one song, and then David Spade changes it, and then Tommy changes that, and then it's the Carpenters. They're like, I could stand it if you can. And then hard cut to them both yelling, crying, and then the hood pops up, and then just great. I love that. That's a great little bit there, and that goes right into like the little fight scene,
right? Which
is nice. I have that for Incredible Hulk mode. They're just both kind of hulking out there a little bit, or at least David Spade is.
Yeah.
And then the restaurant Duh. My little pet. I pet it. I stroke it. I massage it. You're naughty. You're naughty, little pet.
I don't like
And
that.
then
His headphones has fallen off of him.
I killed my pet. Great. Love that. And JoJo the circus boy. I get all excited. Love that. That's great. Yeah. And then Tommy's first sale with the guarantee on the box, and you stick it on your pillow, and the guarantee fairy might come. But who knows? Maybe the guarantee fairy is a glue sniffer. He's like, let's build a model airplane. You let him in your house. That's just one time is enough, and then there's money missing off the dresser, and your daughter's knocked up. It's great. I love the guarantee fairy.
Yeah. So do you and your daughter a favor.
Right. You ever sniff glue?
No.
You ever huff anything?
No.
Okay.
Have you?
Not on purpose.
Elaborate.
Well, no, like I can't like unequivocally say I've never huffed anything,
Maybe
but I've
you
never
don't
huffed
remember
anything
it.
on purpose. I might. It's memory loss. It's the huffing related memory loss.
Right.
I'm going to get a text about this.
Josh, you do know not to huff things, right?
Yes.
Just in case.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Of the housekeeping.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. Anytime I'm in a hotel, I'm doing that bit. I'm doing it.
What kind of hotel is this?
Housekeeping. Let me check you off. Great. What kind of hotel is this?
Oh, it's you. Yeah.
Bees in the car.
That's a great
They're
bit.
ripping my flesh off.
I can't win.
Your firearms are useless against them. It's great. Bees in the car.
Can't win best scene in my, but like that's
great.
might have been one of my best.
I also
favorite
have that
parts.
down for Incredible Hulk mode.
Okay.
But I do have something else in my mind winning that.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I agree. Speaking of.
Well, hold on. I still have another.
Okay.
I have another favorite scene, then I have best side character up next, but
Yeah.
I don't have too much of an opinion for side character.
Okay.
But last favorite scene, flight to Chicago, just them as flight attendants. Here's Tommy. He's a Scorpio. He likes what was the other thing?
This is Tommy's a Scorpio. He likes biking.
He likes biking and he's never been laid.
Yeah.
It's great. If you don't know how a seatbelt works, Tommy will come over and hit you on the head with a hammer.
Yeah, because you're rated R.
You're rated R, yeah. And then Tommy changing in the bathroom. Just great stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. I'm thinking the model car demonstration. I think that's what I laugh the hardest at every
agree.
time.
Yeah.
Just, Daddy, I gotta go to the bathroom. Not now, damn it. Oh my God. New guy's puking his guts out. Great. This is fantastic.
Apologize to anyone using headphones for the
Did you guys
past 2
validate?
minutes.
It's great stuff.
Side character. If you don't have anything necessarily,
I have 3 candidates, but I don't
Alright.
feel too strongly. I just want to give it to Big Tom Callahan.
Sure.
But I also wrote down Paul and Ray Zelinsky.
Right. I just think it's really weird that Rob Lowe's the bad guy.
Oh my God,
I
Rob
don't know.
Lowe had like a public image crisis in like the late 80s. Like I think he got caught with like either an underage girl or a prostitute or something no good.
Not great. Yeah.
No,
Okay, didn't know that.
And then like he had like a weird Oscars thing where I don't know, like it doesn't make a whole lot of, like it was just a weird Oscars thing where there was like a bad musical number and like he was singing a parody song of Rolling on the River and it was just bad. It was all just bad. I heard about it through watching old SNLs. They made a bunch of jokes about it. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I watched it and I was like, this is stupid. But yeah, so Rob Lowe was in a bit of a career doldrum at this point.
My exposure to Rob Lowe has been Parks
and Rec. Yeah.
and The Outsiders.
Right. Yeah.
that's
So
it.
this is like the iffy point in the middle. But I feel like this is kind of what kind of got him back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks great. Because duh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The
Thought
bit
I
where his shirt gets pulled off. And he's like, I got to go.
Yeah.
His pants are a little high, but maybe that's a
They
90s
were.
thing.
Huh.
I don't know. Incredible Hulk mode. We talked a little bit about this.
I think I know where you're going here.
Did the bees in the car. Fight on the side of the road. I don't have any like specific quote there. Please let me sleep for the love of God. Love that. But I think what has to win it is, listen up, you little spazoids. I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep. I swear to everything holy that your mothers will cry when they see what I've done to you. She's just hulking out there. It's great.
She is turning green, going green.
She's She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, great stuff. Gen Z corner, Herbie Hancock, jazz musician. Yeah. Paper Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
paying for your gas inside, like not paying at the pump. There's other stuff. Like just the computer system that she's got going on. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
With the shipping and receiving there.
I'd love to give it to Paper Maps, and I'd love to have a little 5-minute tangent about how the hell did people get around. I don't know. Like,
you just had maps.
No,
you would,
I get it.
I think you would kind of mark out your route a little bit, maybe.
I just I
don't know. I feel like
I'd struggle. I don't know.
What's the kind of thing you just get on the highway, and you take your exit, and you get there eventually. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously very spoiled with the GPS.
Right, like the GPS has found all the shortcuts basically now.
Okay.
So if you wanted to get from here to Baltimore, you just go until you hit 83, and then you take 83 all the way down until you hit Baltimore, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the gist of it, I guess.
No, it's not, super interesting. It's just weird to think.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that we don't have to worry about anymore. So now it's like, how the hell did people do that? But I guess they did because they didn't have any other option.
Yep.
So that wasn't necessarily 5 minutes. That would have been boring if that was 5. That was boring and it was a minute.
Yeah, that wasn't even a minute.
Oh,
I'm bored.
Yikes.
Tuck me in.
Jeez,
night.
People are falling asleep.
I don't have anything written down for life lesson, but off the top of my head, don't take no for an answer.
Yeah. Don't take no prisoners. Don't take. There was another one. What
don't
else
eat
did he
paint
say?
chips. Don't eat paint chips.
Right.
Don't do that.
Don't build any house under power lines.
Yeah. Especially like crossing power lines. That's where you really get.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure the deer's dead before you put him in the car.
Yeah. Just don't put the deer in your car.
That too. Why'd they take the deer?
I don't know.
They were gonna take it to the vet.
I'll take you to the vet. And then fit it up. I just wrote Tommy. I just love the Marquette rugby jacket, the flat cap, and then fat guy in a little coat. I forgot about fat guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Take it off.
Richard, what's happening? Great. Love that. I think this is a good time for us to take a break real quick so that I could look up trivia and some Letterboxd reviews because I didn't do that yet.
It's okay. Love it. We're
going to take a break. Peek behind the curtain. We'll be right back. And we're back. Quick little correction. I said that the Rob Lowe being in this was kind of like what got him back career-wise, but it was actually Wayne's World.
Wrong. You were wrong.
Idiot.
Wrong.
I'll take my punishment later. Okay, moving right along.
I have anything to say for that.
Not a whole lot of trivia here, actually. IMDb is pretty light. But one interesting thing, David Spade and Chris Farley had to fly back and forth from Toronto, where most of this was shot, to New York to perform on Saturday Night Live. They were both still cast members. In the beginning of the movie, where it has all the grades for the test, Helen Keller is on the list. She got an F.
Really?
And Michael Jackson got a D+.
Nice.
I'm surprised it wasn't a D minor. When they're flight attendants on the plane, and Richard said, "What's the odds of us hitting a lake?" My money says if it's anything, it's going to be a mountain. But on the way from Sandusky to Chicago, they fly over 2 lakes and no mountains. It's like I didn't know the no mountains thing, but like Lake Erie, Lake Michigan,
makes sense.
2 lakes. I clocked that, and I was like,
yeah,
there's definitely water around the Ohio. I know there's a lake right next to Chicago. Like it's And Tommy's the idiot. What the hell? So you can contribute to the IMDb page, and it says like, here's the top gap. What is the Hindi language plot outline for Tommy Boy? So I guess it's like a synopsis, like the plot outline, but like they need it in Hindi. It's like, why can't they just take the English one and translate that to Hindi?
It's a fantastic question.
That's, peeking behind the curtain here of IMDb.
Fix your shit, guys.
Right. Yeah.
God. Trying to be freaking professional over here. I almost cursed.
Yeah. Right.
Excuse me.
Right.
I would never.
Fuck. Yeah. Rob Lowe is uncredited in this movie. So
really?
Apparently, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so he's not in. So I Google cast.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing him.
Really?
That's really strange. Why?
Yeah, it says right here, Rob Lowe is mentioned on video covers but remains uncredited on screen. Yeah.
There's got to be a reason, right?
He did it as a favor for Lorne Michaels, the producer, because he was in Wayne's World, which is also another Lorne Michaels produced film. That's an SNL movie there. He's playing tennis with Lorne Michaels, and they were talking about the movie, and he's like, "Hey, you wanna play Tommy's brother?" Apparently, the original concept was that it was going to be about the two brothers. I'm glad they went in this direction. This is better.
That's what I kind of gathered.
This wouldn't have been as funny if
be.
it's the two stepbrothers. It wouldn't be as funny. I don't think. No.
And then that's just stepbrothers.
Not even, because like at least in Step Brothers, like they get along, whereas
eventually.
like Rob Lowe's kind of dismissive sarcasm doesn't play as well as David Spade's.
Right, he plays him off as an idiot and doesn't care to talk back to him. Almost.
Right, whereas like David Spade like has to get along with him because they have to save the company, that sort of thing.
Right,
like what's important to Tommy is important to Richard. And they just go about it in different ways, and they have to learn to, get along. Whereas Rob Lowe would just be constantly undermining Tommy because he wants him to fail, and that just doesn't work. Unless, I guess other things are different. But let's get into IMDb stuff here. 5 stars. Let's say you're driving along the road with your family, and you're driving along, la la la, woohoo. And then all of a sudden, there's a truck tire on the middle of the road, and you hit the brakes. Whoa, that was close. Now let's see what happens when you're driving with the other guy's brake pads. And then they didn't write the rest of it.
Oh, it didn't? Really?
No, I don't like that. So that's a 1-star review for me. I'm reviewing that review 1 star.
How many?
Because I want the rest of it. But they gave it 5 stars,
okay,
which
so
is
the
good.
1-star review was for 5 stars.
That review itself,
yes.
I'm giving it 1 star.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a 1-star, 5-star review.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck this movie for making me find David Spade hot. 4 stars. And a like.
I mean, we all deal with things personally.
Yeah.
Hot's a crazy word.
Yeah, no.
Young?
I don't know. It's clean cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
No beard.
Right.
Hot's
like the hair too. Like it's just very neat, very tidy.
Looks.
It's pretty much how he looks in Black Sheep as well.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 stars. I'm not even exaggerating when I say my dad quotes this movie at least once a day.
Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah. Like if Tommy Boy were to come up between me and my dad, we would just be exchanging lines.
You don't talk about the movie. You just go back and forth.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Right.
Great stuff. Here's another 4.5 stars. Young David Spade was some kind of babe. Is David Spade a sex symbol? Is that what we're getting here? 4 stars. Enemies to lovers. I love that.
And that was the review. Enemies to lovers.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. Sure.
5 stars. As a dumb, fat Irish American guy, this is the only time I've actually seen myself represented in film.
That's cool. You feel seen. Yep. As far as he's Irish?
At least in the movie, Tommy Callahan.
Right.
Like he's supposed to be an Irish guy.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking right at young David Spade on the post. He's
right.
Not,
yeah, it's right here. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine looking.
What are you talking about?
He's fine looking.
Can't throw the H word around like that.
Right.
Jeez.
Right.
That's unprofessional. Jeez. This is great podcasting. Anything else?
I'm just scrolling through here.
Right.
4 stars. Certified Hood Classic.
That
4
was
stars.
from the whitest
Shut
guy
up,
too.
Richard.
Yeah. God.
5 stars. Top 10 movies that make you super horny.
For David Spade?
No, just in general.
In general?
David Spade might be a sex symbol, and we just don't know it.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
3 stars, which low. Wow, Chris Farley is a comedic great, and David Spade is, he's a, God, what is he? I know it. Oh yeah, David Spade is hot.
There's
going
no
on
way.
here? What's going
There's
on?
no shot. Is
This
it
is
the way he
insane.
talks? It has to be more than just how he looks.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
it has
know.
to be the way he talks or
Like,
something. There's a
Yeah.
confidence to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh man.
5 stars. Holy shnikes.
Yeah.
Great. 5 stars, and I did not write this, but 5 stars. Just popped my friend's Tommy Boy cherry on the big screen, no less. Good thing we were the only ones in the theater because David Spade makes us both very horny.
Are they all in on a bit?
I don't know. I don't know. This is insane. Oh, this is lame. This is a long ass review, but half review in a nutshell, lame. Tommy Boy is one of the worst comedies I've ever seen. Simply put, everything about it is irritating due to the wasted potentials of its 2 leads, and features a storyline that attempts to skirt back and forth between moments of sentimentality and slapstick comedy. The film would have been much better if it didn't try to balance itself out too much and find itself committing more on one tone. Also, the protagonist is unlivable from the start to the finish. There are multiple moments where it tries to redeem itself, but it never earns it and makes these characters feel all the more artificial. Why does this film exist? Also, David Spade is really hot. No, I'm kidding. I added that last bit. But, like, that's a lame-ass review.
All right.
Like, if you come away from watch this movie and you think it's bad and you just hate it, you are an unbearable person. You are a sad, miserable person if you don't at least somewhat like parts of this movie.
Okay, so we're going kind of light with this episode. I think we should break that down a little bit because, like, you can have your opinion.
Right.
How did it tell you, like, how long ago the review was posted?
I could check.
This comes out in 95.
Watched March 8th, 2015.
You are writing a 3-paragraph review of a movie that's 10 years old about a guy who's dead, and you're calling it, like, the protagonist isn't worth living. Is that what he said?
Is unlivable.
Is
like, he just
unlivable.
finds him annoying, but it's just like, I don't know.
Then turn the movie
Right.
off if
But
that's
also, like,
really how you feel.
This is just a plain funny movie. Like, yes, there are comedies that are just like, this is gross. This is just annoying.
Yeah.
This is unbearable. But
I've seen Will Ferrell movies.
I know. I know.
Oh, he didn't say that.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know. But it's like I just don't get how you don't find Chris Farley
Right.
to be endearing in this movie. Like, he's just lovable.
Yeah.
He's lovable.
That's insane.
You know, I don't get
Like,
that.
you cannot like something.
yeah, right.
I don't know. Get past
But you're not liking it for all the wrong reasons. Like,
Right.
it just right over your head. You just missed the point.
Right.
You just don't get it. You're
like,
just
you're
a
not
sad, miserable.
going into a
4 stars. Forrest
whatever.
Plump.
That's
Love that.
awesome. Nice. Okay.
Love that.
Jenny.
Trying to find another like David Spade is hot review because that's like this is insane.
There's been like 4 or 5.
5 stars. No one knows how badly I want to top David Spade in this. Also, Chris Farley is like my dream man, kind of because he's silly and I love silly men.
I got
Great
2 things
stuff.
here.
Yeah.
Josh, you're pretty silly.
I'm a silly guy.
You're a silly guy.
I'm a
Also,
silly
would
Billy.
you like to explain to the listeners, your parents, what top means?
I believe it means I'm assuming he, because top connotates that he wants to mount and penetrate David Spade with his penis.
Yeah, I think you covered it.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
5 stars, sinner. It's good pairing with the last one. Yeah.
Not before marriage.
Oh no, I meant
What?
another reason to watch the video podcast.
Right.
Actually, pull up the pro and anti list.
Oh, Josh. It
Just-
never goes away. Here we go.
No, yeah. If you're a new listener, returning listeners know, we should have a nickname for our listeners, which is my mom and dad. But I feel like, like Shane Gillis's podcast, they call them the dogs.
Yeah.
Pardon my take, the AWLs.
What
like,
does that stand for?
Dogs?
No.
Oh, AWLs?
Yeah.
Award-winning listener.
Does it? I never knew what that
Yeah.
stood for.
Well, because every year when they do the takeys, the listeners win an award. So they're award-winning listeners. Like
Makes sense.
the listeners win like the best listeners award
Okay.
or something like that. But yeah, so new listeners, which there are none, we keep a running list of what we as a podcast are pro and what we are against, just so everybody knows where our head's at. Run through the pros for me.
Just the pros?
For starters,
Spanking the boys
yes,
and smoking anything
Yes.
but crack.
yes,
Yeah.
good stuff.
That's it.
That's it.
There's a lot more antis.
Is there anything we're pro off of this? Anything we need to add? We pro David Spade. Pro David Spade is hot. I feel like the people are. I actually, you know what? I'm not influenced by the people. I make my own decisions. I think we leave it.
This is a podcast of the people.
No, it's not. This is a.
Oh my God! What's the democracy line from Crimson Tide?
We're here to preserve democracy, not practice it.
There you go. Hell yeah!
Yes.
I get the assist on that because I was never coming up with that, but I remember.
Not that.
Swish.
Another reason to watch the video podcast.
Pritchard never missed. Peyton Pritchard never missed a 30.
Yep.
Well, what would we be pro from road trips?
Yeah, road trip
Pro
movie.
road trips.
Pro road trip movie. Yep. I actually have a road trip podcast, or not podcast. This is my only podcast. I have a road trip playlist. I have a road trip playlist, and that's the picture for it.
That's badass.
Picture from, and that's the song from the Carpenter song. That's great stuff. But yeah, the picture for the little cover picture for my road trip playlist is Tommy and Richard. Tommy boy, love that. Go to the cons. What are we against?
We are anti as of Friday, March 14th at 10:07 p.m. Eastern.
Like that. Good move. Plausible deniability.
Yeah. So we are anti Chris Brown.
Yes.
We are anti stalking.
Yes.
Spanking women and kids. We'd never put hands on a woman.
Never.
Ike Turner hair. What was that in reference to?
He had just a wicked bowl cut.
Is that why?
Yeah, we had already covered like putting hands on a woman and Chris Brown because
Okay.
he also beat the shit out of Tina.
Right.
Yeah.
Forgot why.
What's love got to with it?
We're anti-smoking crack.
Yes, we are.
Anti-beating your wife, which
Yes,
goes with
we've covered that
I
pretty well.
think-
I'm glad with that. That's
Can
good.
I elaborate on wife? Can I make that not elaborate on wife? Can
Significant
I
other?
expand? Or just anyone? I mean, I don't know.
There are people you should be able to that I'm not anti beating up, but change it to significant other because that is misogynistic and patriarchal of us to assume wife.
Right. Podcast of the people. All right.
Right.
Beating
It's
your
just as
significant
bad
other.
to beat the shit out of your husband. I don't know. I feel like if you're beating your husband, he might deserve it. And honestly, if you're beating your husband, like he shouldn't be beatable. I don't know.
So you think he needs to man up? That's what you're
Not
saying.
that, but just like I don't know. I feel like
Where's the weight room? Like he's got to
yeah,
start.
no, I just more like
Confused
know.
where
I don't know.
the angle is here.
like I just feel I don't know why, but I feel like if a woman's beating the shit out of her husband,
Yeah.
he might deserve it. I
Right.
don't know.
Like I think that there's more you want to say that you're not saying that you were gonna.
No, like I just don't know how to phrase it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it sounds horrible.
Because it's not that
Every way you're
like
trying to say
oh
it.
well shit if she's trying to put her hands on him she's just because no that's not what I mean.
No.
But I don't know, it might be warranted. Let's leave it at significant other and we could always change it later. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're anti beating your significant other. We're anti incest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And alto, we're alto saxophone. Played
Whoa.
that in high school. That was cool. We're anti
guy.
assaulting Asian people. Looking at you, Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that's it.
Surprising, not surprising because it's middle America, but lack of Asians in this movie. Was there a single? There was the guy where he's like, I passed. And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to graduate. He's like, I wish we knew each other. This is a little awkward.
Gonna do that. Think anti-list.
Yeah.
Kissing your mom on the lips. And grabbing ass. Can I add that? Like all at the same time? I know you
Yeah.
like Brady, so like the kissing
No,
on,
no, like
on
I
the
just,
mouth.
I don't know. I
there's
just
a-
feel like I'm going to get a text about this. I don't know. Like,
making out with your mom. Like there's a
no,
line here.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, I just feel like if we just leave it at like kissing your mom on the lips, I'm going to get you don't like
Okay,
kissing.
so
It's like, you
sticking
don't
your
like me
tongue
kiss?
down your mom's throat.
Anti.
Awesome.
Anti-Oedipal interactions.
You're gonna have to spell that.
Oedipal.
That was a lot easier to spell than I thought.
Oedipal.
Yeah,
Oedipal.
no, I got you. Interactions. Okay.
Yeah. Anti-con artists. Just
In general,
No,
I think
gross.
sometimes con artists can be kind of cool.
con artists preying on people that I like Big Tom
Okay.
Callahan. Big Tom Callahan rocks.
Okay, so con artists.
Conning people that I like.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
not a
anti
fan.
that.
Yeah, but like Matchstick Men.
Awesome. I don't know
Great
what that
stuff.
is. I'm just
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
assuming.
What's his
Matchstick
name?
Men.
What's his name? Nick Cage. He's Con Man. It's a good movie. What's the other guy in that? You've pulled it up?
Sam Rockwell.
Yes. I love Sam Rockwell. He's not in enough stuff, but he's great. I love Sam Rockwell.
Sure.
Yeah.
Green Mile.
I haven't
Iron
seen
Man
that.
2. I'm just reading up.
Iron
Oh,
Man
he
2.
was.
Yeah, he's
okay.
Justin Hammer in
He's
Iron Man
Hammer.
2. That's like the one.
I do
that's
like
the
him,
big
man. I
thing
know
you would
him.
know about.
Yeah, okay.
Know him from? Yeah.
Assuming I'm not cultured. I mean, you're right.
Well, like that's
That
probably
is the podcast,
that is
though,
probably
isn't
the
it?
first thing that I ever saw him in. So
Okay. All right. Anything else? We're positive people, Josh.
yeah.
I don't like that we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things in the anti list and 3 things in the pro list.
You think we should be? You think we shouldn't be anti some of those things?
I'm not.
Or you think we should be pro more things?
We should be pro more things.
I'm pro the American working man and woman,
Okay. Yeah.
but not
See?
the American working non-binary. Not at all.
Oh.
Kidding. To all our non-binary listeners out there, I'm kidding. I love you. I love you all.
Not too much though.
Yeah.
Well, nothing they're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
I have another note in here that was to tell me
What
to
do you
edit
got?
something out.
Yeah.
It literally says 50 minutes frogs gay thing. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, it was like an Alex Jones reference, like they're turning the frogs guy.
Yeah, and Liz
It's
was
definitely
here.
from Birth. It was definitely Birdcage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just great
Yeah.
stuff.
Edit that out. No, I'm kidding.
All over that.
What else are we pro?
Is that a Christmas list from someone that I don't want to talk about right now? That's crazy. Fucking hell. She likes some weird shit. We can talk about something else.
What kind of weird shit?
Not like weird shit, but like she was asked for like whatever. Yeah. That one places. Are we still on the list? The anti list? Are we?
I'm trying to come up with more pros.
We could be.
Can we say pro road trip movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could be.
I don't know. I feel like this just has to be a natural thing. I feel like we can't just sit here and try and
Yeah.
come
No,
up
you're
with
right.
pros.
You're right. I'm just. I don't know.
Oh, pro Denzel Washington. I'm pro Denzel Washington. Just to reach back to last
Okay.
episode.
Yeah, we didn't touch this
Yeah.
last time. That's true.
Yeah.
Pro-
I'm
I'm
and then throw in anti-nuclear war, nuclear holocaust,
Holocaust.
nuclear
How
holocaust.
would you recommend I spell that to really accentuate Holocaust?
HOELOCAUST.
Oh boy. H-O... What?
HOELOE cost CAUST.
Holo. Yeah, okay.
Holocaust. Holocaust.
Yes, I know I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, come on, word.
I just
with
wrote
it.
pro Denzel. I don't have to put Washington, right? It's like
There's
writing,
only one Denzel.
it's like
Yeah.
writing Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is, honestly.
It is. Who are people like that? If I just said a name, you'd have it.
Kobe.
Like first name, Kobe.
LeBron.
Kanye, unfortunately, for reasons
Yeah.
that unfortunately are
Self-proclaimed not a Nazi, though. Is that what he
Right.
said? He was like, I'm not a Nazi?
I don't know what he said.
Is that what
says
he
a
said
lot.
something. He said something like he made like a heel turn. He's like, I'm not a Nazi. It's like, you might be.
Heel turn.
You might be. I don't
Kanye
know.
and John Cena in the same week. Oh my god.
Make an iffy column and put Kanye on that.
Iffy.
Yeah.
So anti-pro and
like
iffy.
I'm not quite like I don't want to say anti because I feel like I believe in second chances, and I think there's some mental stuff going on there. Like I don't know that he really has hate in his heart. I think he just needs help.
Mm-hmm. The Prozac helps, bud. Take it.
I can't speak to that. Yeah, I never took my Lexapro, so I don't know.
It's fine. Hey, whatever floats your boat. So
Obviously, I'm doing fine now.
he's doing great, guys.
Great. Yeah.
I don't want to write iffy. I think there's a better word there.
I think we leave it off until we can make a solid decision.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Cher. There's a name. Just the one person.
Sure. Yeah. Rihanna. Beyonce. Fergie.
Mm-hmm. What about?
Nene.
Excuse me.
Nene. The basketball player.
Nene.
You don't know Nene? I
don't.
I mean, I don't think it's pronounced Nene, but
Basketball player.
yeah. Nene.
Sure. Wasn't getting there.
Dude, he's Brazilian.
I guess I just don't know ball. No.
His original name is Nene Hilario, but he changed his name to Nene in 2003.
Nene Hilario. I knew that.
No, you don't.
No, you're right.
We'll watch some Nene highlights later. Jokic?
Yeah. Shohei.
Tatum?
I just said Shohei. Tatum. Well, that's the last name. That's different.
Okay,
I
well,
mean more first name.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, then Jokic is out too.
Yeah.
Luka. You say
Luka's
Luka,
a
that's,
good one.
yeah. Yeah, because honestly, Luka, like not with the K, like with a C, that's a little more common, I would say, than the K, but still, like there's one Luka.
If he was Luka with a C, I would not take him as seriously. He would look fatter to me if he was Luka with a C.
I saw some highlights of him rookie season, like dunking, and I was like, holy shit, he looks skinny. Oh my God, he looks skinny.
He still works.
Like David Spade.
David Spade.
Hot as shit. So hot.
I want to top David Spade so bad.
Did we say pro David Spade?
No.
Okay. Are we? I think we already had this discussion.
All right.
I feel like we already said, are we? And then I was like, I don't want to be influenced by the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we could be, but also
I think
now
we're talking in circles now.
So
might be time to wrap this up.
This
is kind of limp into the finish here.
Our pro list, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to write David Spade now because we just have Denzel. If I write Denzel and then David Spade under it, David Spade looks horrible there.
No, yeah. Yeah, it cheapens Denzel.
Right. Rolls looks like a roll till a phantom till a phantom pulls up. I fucked it up. God damn it. Shit. Cut that. I'm the one that has to cut that. Oh my, we gotta wrap this shit. Just do the outro. Holy shit.
I'm Josh Hills.
Man, I've been mad.
Just, yeah. Sure. Yeah. I guess that was it. God. We'll get better at this at some point.